Are ready. And Rahul I think no more people joined, right? So everyone knows how to do Footsoak, and we'll show to Jenny how to raise Kundalini and put ourselves in Bandhan. But before we start, Rahul asked me to talk today about back Agnya. So that's the sixth energy center, but here at the back of the head. So, it's like up this, if you go with your hand up the spine, and then it's a little bit, it's where the head becomes the most curved, right here in the middle. That's the back Agnya. That's what we call back Agnya. And here is the front. But today I'll talk a little bit more about back Agnya, and then just to explain what it is. And then we'll have Shimataji's talk where she talks about conditioning, superego and ego, and how they affect us and how they create all the problems or of our mind, of all the imbalances in our mind. But so for now, back Agnya is basically what it is that every chakra in our system will be reflected or will have a seat of the chakra. We could say this chakra is again here along the on Sahasrara, again comes out, is represented. And here at the back Agnya, this is actually the first chakra. So it's very natural to know this is the innocence, the seat of innocence in the brain or in our attention, in our mind, right? That's when the first chakra is brought to this level of the head. And this is, it's here at the back, it's the optic lobe. And if you know anything about not even medicine, but just our anatomy, this place here will be the one that will process the what we see with eyes. So our pictures and all that are created here in the brain. And it has a lot, back Agnya has a lot to do with our eyes. And when we meditate and when our Kundalini passes through Agnya, our eyes really can become sparkly, the pupils dilate, and we could say it becomes the window of the spirit. So we can see things out in the world through our Agnya, right? And we can project our spirit out, right? The joy out, the love out. But at the same time, we can also, this goes hand in hand with the thoughtless state. We can see things, and when our attention is powerful, we can also help change things just by putting our attention, or we could say looking out at things. So it's a very important center. And when we have superego pressing on back Agnya too much, we can become very subdued people, allow people to boss us around and all that. And we will use today a very short mantra of Ham and Ksham. And now it's a perfect time to explain, because here when this superego is over bloated, and we think we're not good enough, or we can even take it here at back Agnya, it's also what we call, it's where we want to exist, right? And people who have suicidal thoughts, very depressed or something like that, this means it's definitely coming from here, from this side. So here we have to say Ham, which means I am. It's the sound that's created by Agnya, Ham and Ksham. Ham on the right side of the brain, but it's really the end of the left side. And when we say that, we say I am the spirit, I am worthy of existing, or like you have to have this feeling of self-worth. And as on the other side, the bija mantra, this seed mantra, is Ksham, which means actually you are. It's our ego. Obviously, this one will keep our ego down. And ego, it's when we think we're on top of the world. We don't allow people to oppress us. The problem with ego is that we oppress others, or we can be aggressive to others, or very bossy and all that. So here we say Cham, which means you are. It recognizes there is a higher existence, higher power, higher intelligence, divine intelligence than us. And that really can keep our ego in balance. And this sometimes you hear that people also say means I forgive, because it's true. Like when you understand that you are not on top of the world, you can forgive, you can let go of all the things, because you recognize, especially it's important here in the ego area, to recognize that we are not, we can surrender, that we don't need to take care of everything, that we are not the ones that are completely in charge of everything that's happening in the world, right? Or in our lives or in other people's lives. So we can surrender and let go and forgive. So these are the two things. And the treatment for back agya, of course, for agya in general, which is, right in the middle of the head where the optic nerves cross, would be thoughtlessness, right? To stay in thoughtless awareness, to be able to meditate. Basically, that's what we're trying to do, because here, this is very important chakra. And when Kundalini passes through, and it has to pass through, can only reach Sahasrara. And in Sahasrara is this connection to the all-pervading power. And then this energy can flow back into us, this divine, pure energy. So to cross this tiny little space, thoughtless awareness is the only way, okay? But we can help ourselves by meditating with, you can, when you sit down for meditation, you can arrange a chair or something at the back to have a candle at the back. Light, it's the element of Agya chakra, and a candle will emit light and can clear a lot of these back agya, can strengthen it. Same thing if you can, as I said, this is the first chakra. So we know that first chakra is made out of earth element. So we can lie down on the grass. If you have the chance, if you have some garden, nice garden, you can lie down and keep your head, the back agya, on the ground, and you can meditate in that way. And then there is also like to steady the eyes, not to wander eyes too much, not to watch around everything that goes. So you steady eyes, you steady attention, because through our eyes, a lot of our attention can get spoiled completely. So I think that's it, but we can talk about back agya a lot more once we get to the questions and answers at the end. All right, so I hope everyone's Footsoak is ready. Bucket of water with salt inside, little pitcher at the side, and towel. And if someone joined in the last few minutes that doesn't know how to do it, or doesn't have a bucket at home or anything, don't worry, but have it ready for next time. Because in the side room, Sunday morning is always Footsoak. We always enjoy a Footsoak together. It's very effective to reach a deeper meditation. So the other thing I'll explain now, it's how to raise our Kundalini and put ourselves into Bandhan. It's a very simple technique, but if you don't get it right now when I'm explaining, don't worry, we'll do it together here at the beginning and the end. And then if you are first time here, Rahul will send you, if you share an email, he'll send you a video where you can study at home in your, on your time with a better, I guess, camera than mine. It's recorded how to do it. So you'll get instructions home. So we'll take the left hand, and what we use here is the hands through which we know vibrations flow, and our attention. So we'll be raising our Kundalini up along the spine, but in front of us, right? Like from first chakra up to the top of the head, and you can look up at the hand. And all the time we'll be spinning our hand, starting at below the left hand with the right, around the front and then back. So just like that, this direction. So you start at the bottom of the left hand, go towards yourself, above the hand, and then behind, away from yourself. So towards yourself and away. And that's how we'll be. We'll spin now. We'll start this. We'll raise our Kundalini. And now we'll do like a knot. And then we'll cover ourselves. And then we do that again, just very slowly with attention. And here we'll do 2 knots. And then cover. And now we'll do the 3 knots the 3rd time. And the second part of this is we do bandhan. Bandhan is a protection. It's like a horseshoe shape protection around us. So we'll go from, we should say, from the left hip with the right hand above ourselves, above the 7th chakra, and then down. And then again above the 7th chakra and back down. So from hip to hip, we could say, but go all over yourself. So this is one bandhan when you go one way. And there's 7 chakras. So we do 7 bandhans for each chakra. So now we'll do for the 2nd chakra, 3rd, 4th in the heart, Shuddhi, the neck, Agnya in the head, and then the top chakra, the 7th chakra. And we can thank our Kundalini for raising up. Now our Footsoaks are ready. And as I said, there is vibrations flowing from our hand. So we can do 7 circles like that, clockwise on our Footsoak. Just rotate 7 circles with the right hand. And sometimes you can actually, like later on, maybe you can start feeling how this water is getting vibrated. It becomes, you can start getting vibrations from it too. So we'll, we put now our feet in the water. And we can sit in a relaxed way, sit up straight. You can bring your attention to top of the head, to Sahasrara chakra. And by that, I mean, you can actually press. If your attention is getting lost in many other things, just press on top of the head and bring your attention above onto Sahasrara. And when we sit for meditation, our hands are always opened up like that, palms opened up. And we feel all the time, we can feel vibrations flowing on our hands. So we'll start by balancing the left side. And we'll take the right hand and bring it towards the ground. So the left hand stays on the left and the right hand goes towards the ground. And here we'll ask Mother Earth, Mother Earth, please pull out, absorb all my problems of the left side. Please absorb all the difficult stuff from the left side. Please absorb all the nostalgic attitudes that I have, or all the fear that I have from conditioning. Please pull all that out. And take out all the difficult emotions that are in me, or heavy emotions, or just if I get too emotional, just clear all that, please. Let me feel that I'm in balance. And please remove any imbalances that I may have, or worries about my family. Anything that is disturbing the peace in me. Now we'll bring the left hand back on our lap and we'll balance the right side. The right side gets balanced by releasing the heat, the excessive, what should I say, work of the right side into the ether element. So here we'll say, Mother Kundalini, please remove all the heat into this ether element, into the sky. Please pull out all my excessive planning for the future. Please remove all the worries that I have about the future. Let me see how ridiculous this is, because there is no future here. It's just present. I have no idea what's going to be going on. So let me just not worry about all that. Please take out all these habits of planning and worrying. And all feelings of extreme responsibility that I'm the only one that takes care of everything. Now we'll take both our hands and bring them towards the earth, towards the ground. We'll direct them. Because as I said, the first chakra is of the earth element, and Mother Earth is the one that can clear it very well. So we'll ask, Mother Earth, please take all problems from my first chakra. Make it strong, so I can never wobble too much left or right. Make it so strong that this first chakra will keep me in the center. Mother Earth, please make me innocent. Take everything that's not innocent in me. Let me enjoy this complete feeling of innocence. Just free, just like a little child. Let me get this beautiful feeling. Now we'll bring both hands back to the lap, palms facing up. And we'll do a little bit more clearing according to how it feels for the whole group. And we'll start by taking the left hand and putting it on the liver, on the third chakra, on our abdomen, like the right side on the belly. Just give vibrations with your left hand to this area. And here we'll say, we'll recognize our Mother Kundalini, this living energy inside of us. That she's the one that takes care of us, that guides us, nourishes us, clears these chakras from within. And it's guiding us on our spiritual journey. So here we can say, Mother Kundalini, I surrender it all to you. You take care of my financial worries, all my family things, all such problems. I just leave it to you. I don't worry. Don't worry for future. Don't worry. Just leaving everything to you. Now we'll put both hands back down on the lap. And we'll put our right hand on the Vishuddhi chakra, on the left Vishuddhi, actually here. Left side here. And here we'll say, I'm not guilty. We can tilt our head slightly towards the right. And here we have to understand that feeling guilty is escaping, facing our problems, facing our mistakes. So we just need to face these things that we feel bad about and not store it in this area. It's like when our ego usually doesn't allow us to feel or face our mistakes. But we have to work against that because it really leaves a very difficult situation, very unpleasant situation for us. It can bring the whole left side down, this left Vishuddhi. So it's important to understand here that we are not guilty. We make mistakes. We can stop making mistakes. We can introspect and fix things, but not just feel bad about ourselves, feel that we are not good enough, or in any way be harsh to ourselves. So for short, we'll just say a few times, I'm not guilty. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am not guilty. Can put back down our hands. And let's bring our hand to the forehead, here to the Agnya chakra, and say, I forgive. I forgive myself and I forgive everyone else. Let go. At least now, at least for the time you want to meditate. Let go of all these things that are troubling and are stuck in your Agnya. Just leave it to your own Mother Kundalini. I forgive. Forgive myself and I forgive everyone else. Now we'll bring our attention up to Sahasrara and we can just massage this area. Press really hard. Now here we can say, Mother Kundalini, thank you for my realization. Thank you for this connection to the all-pervading power. Now you can see how vibrations are coming out of your head, on top of the head. Keep your attention a little bit above Sahasrara, your hands relaxed on your lap. Just sit, allow your Kundalini to go through the chakras, to work things out for you. But try and keep your attention on your Kundalini and on your hands. And let's stay like this for like a minute or so. So we'll now finish the foot soap. And so rinse your feet. We can actually just put away the foot soap bowl. We can discard the water later. We can now just put it at the side. Move it away from you, you know, like so you sit comfortably, or you can sit on the ground. Just so everyone is, you know, comfortable still. And we'll be listening to a short talk of Shrimataji's about Agnya chakra. Actually, it's very beautiful. The about how this she calls it the impurities of mind, that the mental disturbances that we can have, and they only come either from overblown superego or from conditioning, and then how we can just dissolve all that by allowing love, the pure love, to go through, you know, through our thoughts, and allowing all that to clear this chakra of Agnya. It's about 12-minute talk. It's very beautiful. So when we do that, keep your attention on top of the head and on your hands. See how you feel vibrations, and just try to listen in a kind of meditative state.
Mentally. Mental suffering are of two types. The same thing is that one is, vibrations are so much. One type of mental troubles are where people oppress you very much. You see, you go on bearing the cross. Now this is a very wrong idea people have about Christ. Bearing the cross doesn't mean that anybody who tries to oppress you, you should go on taking the enslavement upon yourself. You are not to enslave to anyone whatsoever. Anybody who tries to make a slave out of you, you should deny it, absolutely. You should say, I am. Who are you to dominate? Anyone, whether you are of a black skin or a red skin or a yellow skin, nobody has right to dominate anyone in this whole world. And if anybody is doing it, or what to do now, after all, you see, we are poor people, or we are like this, or he is supporting and all that, then they are running away from their duty towards themselves. Such people cannot get realization. Slaves are not going to become kings. So the slavery that is supposed to be confused with bearing the cross is another confusion of modern times. We have to rise in our self-respect, and we have to understand that no one in this world has a right to dominate us. But then what is bearing of the cross is? First of all, the people of his level never suffer. It's just a joke going on. It's a leela. It's a play going on for them. They never suffer. And even if they so-called act as suffering, they just do it because they want to do it. They are not helpless people. They are not slaves. And those who think that by bearing it up and by suffering it, we are becoming Christians, they should know they are psychological cases. And if they are crying and weeping and all the time saying, what to do, you see, I'm in love and my lover tortures me, you are neither in love, neither you have a lover. It is a kind of a psychological clubbing, that he is a dominating man and you like his domination, that's why you are together. It's a simple fact. So every human being has his own self-respect, and he must respect his self, that is the spirit within him. And nothing should dominate it. Whether you belong to this country or that country or this ism or that ism, all this will break down under the rule of God. Nobody has the right to dominate anybody's spirit. But when you are given freedom, you go to the other side, that is Mr. Ego. You do not know how to use your freedom. So you try to dominate others. Your freedom means everybody's freedom is in danger. You are on top of everyone and torturing everybody's souls, and you are dominating by land and by properties or by possessions. So either this way or that way, mentally if you are of this category or that category, you are against yourself. Just be in the center and see for yourself. Just be looking at it. Are you emitting love towards another person? If you are a slave, how can you love? You cannot. If you are free and abandoned, how can you love? Love has its own bondages, very sweet and beautiful. You have to live with them. You enjoy those bondages. For a little child will come to your house and he will spoil your house, no doubt, and that he should do. And you should enjoy that spoiling. Then your freedom, if it is challenged by a little child's crying, then you are not wise people. This is abandonment. Or I would say it is loneliness. It is cutting off from the primordial, from the big one, from the large one that you are, is not to be able to tolerate the freedom of others. A child has no freedom to cry in the house. What sort of freedom you conceive of? A mother has no right to say something she wants to say about her child, which is her duty to tell him what is right and wrong. If the son does not have right to eat whatever he likes in his own mother's family, then what sort of freedom do you have? It's such a confusion of things. So this kind of freedom is just the opposite and extreme of enslavement. But in the center is love, where you are bound by everyone. I am bound by my children. Yes, I am. I am proud of them. They bound me, and I bound them too. It's a mutual bounding which we enjoy among ourselves. There is such a give and take when there is such a bondage of love. But do we understand the importance of bondage of love? At the slightest pretext we break it. Say a wife says, I would like to go out today. Husband says, why? I'm very tired. Don't you understand? Or if the husband says, I feel like eating something or some particular thing, he says pancake or something. A small thing. Oh, I'm very tired. Every time you are divine. If she could just think by making that little thing, he would be so very happy. She should be dying to know what he wants, and he should be dying to do what she wants, and then enjoy each other's company, or you are wasting all your properties that you have as human beings. You don't know how much you are wasting from each other. Every moment is filled with such beautiful bondages, where exchanges are there. What have you gained? The way you are fighting, the way you are going about, what have you gained? Let me see. When you die, you have to announce in the paper, that XYZ is dead and you find there's nobody. And you have to even pay for people to visit you when you die. This is the case today. Such dryness, such emptiness, such loneliness exists. What have we achieved through this? So this bondage, we have to. And there is no question of sacrifices either way. We must sacrifice for the family. What are you sacrificing? I mean, if you pay for your family, you get the joy out of it. That's why you do it. If you have to lead a nice, good life, you are not sacrificing anything, but you are gaining by that leading a good life. If your wife says, don't go to the pub, and if you do not go there, then you should not say she is an orthodox, old-fashioned, this, that, and that. But instead you should thank your star that in these modern times also there's somebody who is telling you the truth. Because the whole edifice has come up. Do you mean to say that truth should not be told? All this is falsehood in which you are living, and if you have to be happy, come down to reality. Friends also same thing. With the friends, what sort of relations we have with our friends? What do we expect from them? Sending them a Christmas card? And then if they don't send, feeling bad about it? There are no deeper bondages. We have not lived with them. If we allow ourselves to be bound by them, they will be bound by us. You better try this. Try to be bound by them. Don't be afraid of anybody else. Just try to be bound by others. And you'll be amazed how much they will be giving you. I am a living example of this. I can tell you, I am a living example of this. I am bound by all of you. If somebody says, Mother, when are you going to leave us? No, I cannot. I am just bound by you. I just do not want to leave because I love you very much. How can I leave you? It's impossible for me. So then, what do I gain out of this love? Everything that is in this world. What do you want me to get? I cannot even count what I can get out of it. Immeasurable ocean. I become an ocean myself. Break your ideas about your own personal freedom and liberation is liberating your intelligence. You are liberating your own wisdom. And the sweetness and the beauty, which is never perishable, whether you are old or young, that is going to be your own. But these poisons that are being built outside and inside you, please throw them away. These are mental poisons. Through Agnya, you can take them out. You see, this is an opening also through which many things go out. Try to work it out. Look at the tree with love. And you'll find that the tree itself is giving you the joy of its creation, because you'll become thoughtless. And the Creator who has made that beautiful tree will be pouring all that joy which is stored into it. Every human being is a store of joy. Unlimited. I assure you, believe me. And don't waste them because somebody is not properly dressed, or he is not according to the way you want him to be, which you learnt in your public school. Every doorstep, everywhere there is beauty lying. Do not miss it. But if you have a possessiveness about it, and adultery about it, then you can never enjoy them. You can never enjoy all that beauty, all that store, all that wealth that is in every human being Every moment it is bubbling.
So we'll continue our meditation now. Let's just put our attention for a short time to our Agnya, the sixth chakra inside the head. Let's take the right hand and place it to the superego area. That is the right side of the head towards the back. Just giving vibrations to this area with our hand will diminish this superego. We can ask here, Mother Kundalini, please pierce this balloon of my conditioning, of the fear that is in me, so I can experience this beautiful love. And giving vibrations will also take this Bija mantra, the short mantra of Ham, H-A-M, Ham. So let's just repeat a few times. Ham, 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 Ham. And we can now bring our hand at the back of the head, the back Agnya, which we talked about today. Tilt your head backwards. Let it rest on your hand. Again, we're giving vibrations. But here we'll also ask, without feeling any guilt, Mother, please forgive me. Mother, please forgive me all that I've done, knowingly or unknowingly, against you, my Mother Kundalini, or against the Spirit, against my spiritual ascent. Just please forgive me. Mother, please forgive. Now we'll bring our right hand down. Take the left hand to the left side of your head, where the ego is. And again, we'll just give vibrations to this ego, which is on the left side of the head, slightly towards the front. And here, again, we'll ask Mother Kundalini, please come into my head and make this ego smaller. Just puncture this balloon. Make my head smaller. Let me feel and enjoy being humble. And here we'll take the Ksham mantra. K-H-M-A-M. Ksham. So ksham, 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 ksham. Now again, we'll press on top of the head. Press really hard. You can massage clockwise again. Press with the center of the palm on the right hand. Again, let's see how we feel above Sahasrara. And wherever you feel vibrations are the strongest, keep your attention there. Just keep your attention there. Keep it on your hands. We'll have some music now and let's try and stay in thoughtless state without a thought, but completely aware. And if thought comes, just see it, but don't get involved with it. Just say no. Stop it with your attention. Let's stay now for a few minutes in this state. Okay, now we can slowly open our eyes and we'll finish today's meditation by raising our kundalinis and putting ourselves into bandhan, just the way we start. We raise kundalini 3 times. And we make 3 knots for the last time. And then we put 7 bandhans on for each chakra. At the end, we all, whoever we've been meditating so long, we really feel great gratitude towards Sri Mataji for bringing this knowledge to us, because I'm sure everyone's lives got so much better. We all got such improvement on so many levels and such beautiful guidance and knowledge of these beautiful instruments or beings that we really are. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's meditation, and you can also